tap to tales galore. Oh, taste of stories, spinning yeast and grain. Mr. B goes round the world again. So if you like, then stick around. Cheers to the nights we banished all our fears. Mr. B will raise the bar, you bet. With every pint of ale we won't forget.
Hello, welcome back to the channel, and bit of an unboxing. This is something else I've bought to hopefully improve brewing indoors, especially for in the shed and in the kitchen when I want to use the Grainfather. Now this isn't a Grainfather product, but it's compatible. So let's see what I've purchased now, just to make it a little bit easier on them brew days. Obviously Mrs. B will be happier with, well, you'll see why. I can get into the box, that is. So, maybe fast forward this bit. So here we go. Let's hope you can see this. Right, bit of cardboard, some more recycling, and here we go from brewkegtap.co. So there's something in here. Let's see what's in this little bag. Okay, anything, can you work that out yet? What this could possibly be? We've got these. Okay, Kegland products as well. And Brewzilla. As you can see there, hopefully you can see what it is. It's the Brewzilla steam condenser kit. So there we go. We'll do the 35 litre, 65 litre Brewzillas, and it's also compatible with the Grainfather G30. So get that out. And also, because we have that glass lid on the Grainfather, that box is amazing. I bought a compatible lid, which again is a Brewzilla Kegland product. Let's get into it. Accessory box. There we go. So stainless steel lid. Like I say, it's a Brewzilla, but the steam condenser is on here, and you also get a sight glass, which is really handy throughout the brew day. And also what you can do with that, I've seen, you can take this off, and that's where you can add any additions without having to take the steamer off or anything, the condenser, sorry. So you can add your additions, put the sight glass back on with a clamp. I'll put this together and I'll show you what I mean. So we've got an accessory box, so let's see what's in here. This is for the lid, and as expected, it is the sight glass. Now I'll put a little bit of information up on the screen about this sight glass, because I know it's a certain product where it's made from. It's supposed to be quite advanced plastic, even though I call it sight glass still. And you get a little seal, you got to put it together and put it on here like so, just like that. And then put your, call these a tri-clamp? I think we do. Tell you what, some good actual well engineered heavy duty product. This feels quality. So obviously move it around so you can get the So there you go. that is, hopefully you can see this, says your sight glass, that easily come off on brew day, add your additions in, and that's where your steam condenser fits on top of there. So this goes on top of the Grainfather. It's got a seal on here. Now I need to read about the Grainfather because I know on the anvil system you don't use the clamps, but I've seen people on the Brewzillas and the Grainfathers use a clamp, so I need to look into that a little bit more before I actually use this. But yeah, this is just an unboxing video really. So let's get on and have a look at this steam condenser that's going with this. As you can see, there's the steam condenser broken down. There's no instructions, but it's pretty much straightforward. You've got 5 tri-clamps, you've got a blank for the top, you've got the exit for the condensed steam basically. This is the actual the inlet for the water, and then the spray. So this goes to hose pipe. This is a bit contentious about this because it will probably use about 20 litres of water each brew, but I'm going to reuse that water, cleaning, and also use it for watering Mrs. B's plants. So it's not going to go to waste, it's not going straight down the drain. Do not put it back into your brew because it's going to be full of DMS. So for cleaning or for watering flowers, fantastic. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So you get a pack of seals, you get the actual quality stainless steel setup on the condenser itself. It is absolutely some weight to it, so I think I might need to use them clamps. Then you get the adapters. This is obviously for your inlet that goes onto here for the water, so you can imagine I put it together, but that goes into there, and then you put it onto basically your inlet for the water. So let's come back when I put it all together. There it is put together. So just got the water inlet to put in there. So that's quite simple, quite easy. Just make sure there's the outlet. So you need a tubing for there, bit of tubing to put on the inlet, and this bottom bit here connects to the pan lid. But it really is fantastic quality steel. Really impressed with that, to be honest with you. So there it is in all its glory. So, lid, Brewzilla, 35 litre, compatible with the G30 Grainfather, which is fantastic, which then means I can use this steam condenser on the Grainfather, so I can brew inside, in the shed, or in the kitchen. You wouldn't use this outside, that's absolutely pointless, and just pointless because the amount of water consumption to use the condenser, where in the house, in the shed, it stops any sort of condensation, steam build up, mold, etc, etc. So it's definitely worth it if you're going to brew indoors. So my next thing now is I need to put this on the Grainfather, be a separate video where I need to get the boil off calculations. So I'll do a video to see what the boil off is. If anyone's actually got one of these on the Grainfather and you're watching this, let me know what you think. Is there any problems? I think I'll definitely have to put the clamps on, on the Grainfather, because it is some weighty bit of kit. This, don't fancy it just leaning off and falling over. So yeah, I think that, again, comment if you used it on the Grainfather and use them clamps. But the actual sight glass, I think is going to be good. I have seen someone use it and they've got condensation, so hopefully we'll try and bypass that. But adding dry hops or salt additions or whatever, or finings, Irish moss, whatever, during the actual boil, rather than going through, you could actually go through this if you wanted to. That's the other option, take off that, but that just seems like an easier option to me. So yeah, so all I need to do is get the inlet pipe fixed on here, and we will do a test run and work out boil off and just see if there's any sort of leaks. does it work, basically? Does it do the job? And I keep going back to it. It just uses a lot of water, so you've got to be really... You got to think about that before you purchase it and what you can actually do with that water rather than throwing it straight down the drain. So there you go. Another purchase just to improve the brewing, the home brewing indoors for me. I think it's an essential bit of kit if I'm going to use... Well, there's that Grainfather there. All set up. There's my camera. Ready to be brewed on the stand that I've made, which I can move around into the kitchen, in here or outside. But like I say, don't use this outside. It's not for that. If you're wondering how much I paid £180 for the whole lot from, was it Brew Kettle, which is in Cornwall, I believe. You can buy this from the Malt Miller as well. And I also think Get a Brewed have it. And there'll be other online homebrew shops that'll have it as well. But this was just a good offer at the time for me. Okay, thanks for watching. Comment below if you've got one of these, if you use it on a Grainfather, if you've had any the pros, cons with it. Like I say, it's all very new to me, this steam condenser. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
So if you like, then stick around. Cheers to the nights we banished all our fears. Mr. B will raise the bar, you bet. With every pint of ale we won't forget.